Oh wow. Dirty shirt. Yeah. Um I really didn't have time to change shirts or do anything. It's been a long day. But of course an NXT takeover is going to bring joy and everything, and this one did the same amount of stuff. This takeover was amazing. I don't know how he does it. And some people are, I'm just going to straight out talk about the main event uh, to start off. Um, a lot of people are not liking the ending of the match. I personally love it because it shows Johnny Gargano wanting to do extra to finish Ciampa off once again. One time is amazing. Two times it shows where it's going. Now, I don't think it'll happen for a third time. I would say this. I actually like the ending. I love it. I didn't think it was really bad at all. Because some people are saying it was just a crappy ending to a great match, which they all three of their matches have been great. Um, I want to say something. And Mauro Ronaldo, he is so good at just saying things out in the blue. He was like, here is their fourth chapter. Only had two matches in NXT, but he called the Cruiserweight Classic match they had, so this was actually match number 4, but match number 3 storyline wise. So that very clever. Mauro Ronaldo always is clever, man. I don't know where they go here. Ciampa somehow survived this, man. I don't know how he does it. But man, when I saw he did, I'm like, again? This man did it again. So at the ending of the match, Johnny Gargano gets him cuffed up to a thing. He's with handcuffs and everything, man. Somehow, some way, when he ran his knee, did the finisher of the DIY stuff, he banged his knee on something, flipped over. Gargano was down, Ciampa was down. Ciampa rolled over to the edge of the stage and stood up at the count of 9 and got held up just for a second and went back down as soon as 10 happened. Gargano couldn't get up because he kept on, like I said, overthinking it and overdoing it. And this is definitely the best story I've seen told with a storyline ever. This is probably one of the best storylines I've ever been able to watch live, and just overall in general. It's been a year and a half story. Where do they go from here? Like I said, I would put them really. I'd put them in a Hell in a Cell match to basically end it all. Where does Aleister Black come into this? This is where the storyline is going to pick up with their tapings and everything. And I say this every time, but I'm going to try 100% to watch NXT every week. It might not be live, but I've got to, because NXT has become one of the best things to watch for wrestling ever. I don't watch Raw hardly. I watch SmackDown every week, because SmackDown is the better show between those two. NXT definitely the best. I'm really interested to see what they do with this storyline. Aleister Black was tweeting during this match, so I assume he's going to be ready because he was supposed to have actually energy, like hurt himself and everything. So I assume he's going to be ready for Takeover and what is it, Survivor Series. So that's 3 months around that line. So I assume he'll be ready for Survivor Series, the Takeover during that. And I don't know which city they're in for Survivor Series. I don't know. But Kairi Singh, Shayna Baszler. I predicted this happen. Then I wanted to change it to Shayna because Shayna has done really good. And I don't get why some people actually dog her. She has really, when I mean dog her, like just put her down of wrestling skills or something because she's new to this. But she is really, really, really good already in her young career. And she fits her character perfect than most anybody I've seen. Like, she fits the character so good. And it's just one of those things. Like, I really didn't mind who would actually have won here. I would have went with Kairi Singh, which did happen. She becomes new NXT champion, or kept it on Shayna Baszler. This is one of the best women's matches I've actually seen since the this is probably Shayna Baszler's best match I've seen overall. By far, this is the best match. Like, her best match was Ember Moon. This has replaced that easily for me. Back and forth. Then you got Kairi Singh, bringing out that, she is from Japan she's bringing out that strong side of her like Asuka can have. And she did that tonight in this match. And then she outsmarted Shayna Baszler with winning it. And that was a brilliant move on the part of Kairi Singh. So, when I say it was probably one of the best women matches I've seen in a while, Asuka's had a really, really great women's matches in NXT. Sasha and Bayley is by far probably one of the best matches I've seen, and definitely the best women's matches I've seen. For me, what they did tonight really is up there with women's matches for me. The story of this was good. They've had that history from the Mainland Classic, and it works better with a babyface winning. Shayna lost, but quite interesting to see what happens with them too. I'm sure they'll probably have another match or so. Deonna Purrazzo, she made her NXT debut. It's probably going to be on NXT television next week when they do that little show they have from Brooklyn. But yeah, she's going to be making it next week. I'm glad for her. She tweeted out something about, being shocked, doing like emojis for Kairi Singh winning. I'm like, before you know it, you're going to be there and everything. And I can't wait until she gets to be moved up to the top of the ladder with them, because I know she's going to do amazing stuff in NXT and everything. The tag team match. Now, I forgot Takeover actually came on at 7. I know a lot of you guys did too, probably. that's out there with the network. So I missed, I think, maybe the first 3 minutes, let's say, of the tag team match. But, oh man, this tag team match, NXT always does it right with about everything, and they especially do it right with tag team wrestling. Dang, man, tag team wrestling for NXT is always good. And this, it's hard because if I wanted to try to do a list of probably top 5 NXT Takeover tag team matches, do you know that would be like a tough list? I already know my number 1 is, of course, DIY and the Reviver. But after that, that's tough right there. That's tough. So, this was amazing. The right outcome happened. They had so many great sequences of going back and forth. The one at the end, he got caught with an uppercut or something. O'Reilly stopped him, and then O'Reilly sweeps the legs while Roderick Strong comes and hit him right with the chin with the Packnet Tag Team finisher. 1, 2, 3. They retain, and can't wait to see where the tag team division is going after that. It looks like it's going to be War Raiders versus the Undisputed Era, as the War Raiders actually attacked them at the end, made a clear message, beating them down, and it was like, we're here for the tag team championships. Plain and simple, but it got the job done. Let's see. We got one more match to talk about. Ricochet versus Adam Cole, NXT North American Championship. Actually, I'll talk about the Velveteen Dream and EC3. It's been a long day, long week, so I apologize. And tomorrow's even going to be longer because SummerSlam, dear Lord, I don't know how long it's supposed to be, but it's going to be long. Velveteen Dream, this man's pants every time. He's got something unique to it every time. Normally it's, of the opponent or something, but it wasn't even the opponent this time. Just had Velveteen Dream, a lot of stuff, and in the back it says, "Call me up, Vince," basically telling him, call me up to the main roster. I've never seen that. I know they had to get the okay from Vince to even do that. It's just something unique, and that was fantastic by him, and I'm glad Vince had to say the okay to that. And some people are saying, oh, he's going to ruin him when he comes up. Well, first of all, he don't need to be coming up anytime soon. He still needs to stay in NXT. That man is young for his age. That man is 22 years old. That man doesn't need to come up yet. He has another year or two in NXT to do some fantastic stuff, and then he can come up. Their match, EC3 and their match was alright. It was good, still. EC3, something just seems off with him on NXT. But then when he does something, when they did that unique sequences in the match, it's like, this man is really good. But something just seems just a little bit off. But I think he's going to get the momentum he needs after this and everything. And he will take off in NXT. But very much needed win for the Velveteen Dream. Adam Cole, Ricochet, NXT North American Championship. This was fantastic. Ricochet, what I said on my predictions, everything. I wish I would have saw more indie matches of him. This man is absolutely fantastic. Adam Cole, we know he's fantastic. They went back and forth, and there was a beauty. Ricochet was in the... He hit off the second rope for a moonsault onto him. Adam Cole catched him with a damn super kick. And good lord, it looked fantastic. It really did. Only got a long 2 count. The 630 senton that Ricochet does. My. It is a beauty. And he won against Adam Cole tonight. I thought Cole was going to stay champion. But during the match, I wanted Ricochet to win. So, that's just what NXT does, man. I can't wait to see who he faces next and how the reign goes for him. But Gargano Ciampa, match of the night. Best match for me. Sane and Shayna Baszler. If Gargano and Ciampa didn't have this great story, this would have been the match of the night for me. Because these two women tore it apart. If you guys enjoyed this and watching on demand, please splash that. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Comment down below what your favorite match was and how you enjoyed Takeover. And I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. I don't know, live or not live, recorded, I don't know. But for my SummerSlam preview and predictions. See ya.